Hey, all, welcome back to the journey. So, as you can see, today is still just a muddy mess. So, nice and over. It's nice and overcast. It is the weekend, and with the snow that we had, we really did not get a chance to do anything on the property. Yes, we went to the property. That was mainly just to get a chainsaw and then to get the generator because we were without power for I don't know exactly how long. It was during the night. We were sleeping. But well, I think the power went off like right before we went to bed, and it was out all night. I know that. And but we stayed warm. Everyone was still bundled up. We were good there. But we went and got the generator just in case we needed to jump into that for that next night because we didn't want to be in the house 2 days in a row without power. And our buddies, they actually have a generator that runs off of the tractor, so they were good to go. But we had our generator over at the property, so we had to go get it. But anyway, since today is really a muddy mess, and we didn't get a chance to go over to the property and do anything because of the weather, we're going to go ahead and do some show and tell of some of the buildings that we have coming up here in the near future. Probably starting off with one of the cabins. So there's actually going to be two cabins and then the main house. But then there's also going to be many other things. We have a gathering house. We have a blacksmith shop. We have one of the kids' playhouses that's coming from an organization that we will record once that time comes. And we have talked about it in the past. So whenever that's all ready to go and everything, we'll be filming that as well. All right, but we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of show and tell of what the cabins, and this is just floor plan. Okay, we don't have like virtual reality or pictures or anything like that. It's just strictly floor plan of what it looks like from up above. All right, and then stick around because towards the end of the video, I'm also going to show you how I make my Italian seasoned bread in the bread maker. All right, so Gladys calls it Italian bread. It's not Italian bread. It's basically a white bread with Italian seasoning. But anyway, it's still very good. Check it out. And go ahead and give us that thumbs up. Share us out to your friends. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. It's greatly appreciated. Helps us out with the algorithm stuff. And without further ado, let's go check it out. Okay, without further ado, here are the drawings. So I know that Gladys, as of lately, has been doing most of the drawings. She kind of bases it off of how I draw. I actually went to school to learn drafting by hand, and she watched me do it a lot. And it's not perfect, obviously, for schoolwork, but she does pretty good. Enough to where we can get a basic idea, and then normally I go back in and make a more detailed drawing based off of my training. So with this, and we have changed the main house a few times. We've also changed up some of the different smaller cabins that's going to be on the property. So what we're planning, and I can even zoom this in a little bit whenever I go into editing, but this here, and I'm using one of the kids' toys as a pointer stick. But this is the main house here. So the center portion of this, you want to look at it as kind of like a monitor style barn. That's kind of what it will look like. So this center portion here actually raises up high enough to where we can put some of the celestial windows on the top of that. So that raises up enough, but this whole area is a timber frame, and it's all exposed beam timber frame. So we'll be able to see the ceiling joists and all that in this entire area of the home. And then this is also considered a what's it called? So the entire house is not a timber frame, but I don't know, I'll put it down here at the bottom of the screen. I can't think of it what it is right now, but the rest of this is going to be traditional frame. So you have the girls' rooms here with the bathroom, and this is also like the guest bathroom. You have your main kitchen area here. So there's going to be basically like an island, a few things, a sink, and there'll be windows. We plan on having like French doors leading out to the back. Up here in the front is actually a wall that extends almost all the way up. So we're going to have an extra set of beams that I can tie in to the actual vents, one or the other. I'll probably either tie it into this one or tie it into this one. I don't know yet. And with that, this is going to allow separation because the door is up here in the front. So whenever you first walk in, you're going to not see just a big open house. It's more of like a little foyer area to where you either have to go left or go right. We'll have like a little table here, just like a little entry table and whatnot. And then as you come around, right, this will be like the main living area. Like the side over here would be like where we'd have our table and such, or even here. And then the whole left side of the house is the master bedroom with a walk-in closet to where you can walk through the closet. So it would have a left and a right. And this would allow you to go into the master bath that has the big walk-in shower, which we plan on doing a double. It's a double head shower. So his and hers, because she likes the really hot water. I do not. And I think most couples kind of, if you shower together, or if you've ever showered together as a couple, one always loves hot water, the other one does not. So, and then with that, it's going to have like a his and her sink. There'll be another area over here that's actually closed in with a door for the toilet, and then there'll be shelves and storage and stuff in there. That way, it's separated from the rest of the bathroom that will have a vent and all that in there, because poop stinks. And then over here you have your mud room that we plan on having like a little doggy wash type shower. It's just like one of those little half showers with your dryer and your washer. And I wanted to be able to have the dryer on the exterior wall, but instead, since we couldn't do that with the placement of the mud room, we decided that there's going to be actually a little void behind the little doggy wash area. So there's going to be like a little half wall that we're going to build that leaves a little void area behind it, enough to be able to run the vent for the drain, for the dryer to go outside without having to bring it up, over, and out. Just because you want to be able to keep that clean, of any of the stuff, the lint and all that. So we're going to do that. And it would allow for a bigger shelf on the back of the little doggy wash. Okay, to be able to store stuff. And then on the other side is where I'd have like a little electrical closet type stuff, or it can even just be straight on the wall. But I would like to be able to enclose it in. And then we plan on having, it's like a little mudroom bench where you can kind of store stuff. It would have hooks, coat hooks, and racks, and there's like the little bench and the baskets and all that stuff to be able to do that. All right. And then you have a nice big pantry over off the side of the kitchen. All right. So that's the main house. And the exterior dimensions of this house is a 38 foot by 60 foot. So it's 60 long, 38 wide. So basically what had changed with this is originally we were adding the grandparents' suite on the whole back side of the house. So we've taken that away. And what we're going to do instead are little cabins. So this would be more for like mom and dad. So it's just a one bedroom cabin. So this one, it's a 20 foot by 24 foot, and it has the kitchen area, a living area, separated by basically a center wall going down the thing. That way they can put their TV and such. And it has coming into your main bedroom here, the door. They actually have a king size bed, so it's big enough for a king size bed, a dresser, and then 2 end tables or nightstands. And it goes into a closet or into the actual bathroom that's going to have the tub/shower combo, and a toilet, and then a nice little walk-in closet here on inside of the bathroom, right? And then the sink's over here. So, and this is just, like I said, it's a 1-bedroom cabin. All right, so that's going to be their main living. Obviously, they're still going to be able to come over to the main house, but this is going to be their main house, and this is actually going to be over next to the pond. So this is one of the main cabins that we're building first to allow us to get power, or at least the foundation for this cabin, to get power over next to the pond for the RV, where we're putting the RV pad. And then this is the second design, which we just found we didn't need to change it. We found this one online. This would be for my mom and grandma, because it's actually a 2-bedroom. So as you come in, it comes into the great room. It has a living area on the side, a kitchen here. And then as you come in, it's like a little mini hallway that comes into a bathroom that they would share, because they already do that now. They share their bathroom. And then there's a bedroom 1 and a bedroom 2 that are the exact same style of bedroom that has the little closets on the inside. And then obviously, I know that both mom and dad and mom and grandma would need to downsize a lot of their stuff to get into a smaller cabin like this. But we're also going to have storage solutions, on the property and whatnot. This cabin's going to be right away. This cabin, not so much. It's probably going to be, a couple years down the road, because right now, mom and grandma, they're probably not even going to be moving for at least, another 2 years regardless. So we're going to work on this. We will work on cabin, the second cabin, along with, working on the timber frame, probably around the same time, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, that's what we got. That's our show and tell. And hopefully you guys were able to see it okay. And if you have any questions, you go ahead and write down in the comments section what you guys think. Oh, and this cabin, it's a 30 by 25. 30 by 25. But yeah, there you go. Show and tell. So now hopefully you'll stick around and go watch me make some bread. made it this far, here you go. The bread is done. Let's take a look at it. Ooh. So let's go ahead and get it out of the pan. All right, so we'll let it cool down, and then we'll get it sliced up, and then give her a test. But we already know what it tastes like, so thanks. All right, y'all, so that's all we got for this video. Definitely appreciate you guys following in on the journey, and we will get it back out to the property, I promise, and we'll be getting busy. We have a lot of things we need to do. Just so happens that Mother Nature decided that it needed to snow, and it needed to rain, and it needed to do all this other stuff that makes our property a muddy mess. And it makes it really hard to work since all of our projects are outside, dealing with the mud and the muck and the such. But I need that to dry out a little bit. That way I can have a truck come in with some rock. And yeah, there we go. And also so we can get in to get the tents and such set up where we had done on the other video of setting up the storage solutions. So if you haven't checked that out, I'll have that linked here at the end of the video. Go check it out. But remember, thank a veteran at every chance you get, not only on Veterans Day, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, y'all.